should have one of these.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Jamie.
Who won't?
Jamie.
Oh.
He, you know, they're out of school, you know, so.
Well, I saw somebody say that it was fall break, but I wasn't sure who it was.
Make me pan the room. That's all spread out.
Want us to sit down?
I don't care.
Houston's coming too.
Let's go down.
He's here.
Okay.
I mean, he's downstairs.
Go down a little bit.
There he is.
There he is.
Yeah, he's wheeling and dealing somewhere going. Oh, I'm just teasing. No, just sit wherever you like.
Get off the phone, our industrious leader.
Doing good. How about yourself? I'm going to Morgan haircut.
No.
I'll be here. Hi, ladies.
Hey, how are you?
What? How are you there?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I don't want to be the mayor.
Oh, yeah, who are we?
I shared it with my son-in-law because
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I get to be.
Yeah.
together
I'm Lori Bradshaw.
and leaving at night. He and the
You can be
boys
Lori Bradshaw.
for dad to go.
Oh, I love Joy.
Oh, yeah.
I just
yeah.
said she may not want me to be here.
Is
Are we
your
live?
sister going?
13 years old. I think so. She turned it on. I think she turned it on.
She said we're live.
Planned
Oh,
Yeah, her live.
we're live.
All right.
Could be trouble.
We'll call to order the Pryor Creek Rec Center Board, our special meeting Wednesday, October 16, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. and it is 5:34. Item number 1, call to order. Item number 2, approve minutes of September 18, 2024 board meeting. Those have been provided to you. You can scan through them.
And would somebody be willing to take minutes tonight? Jamie took it last time. Would somebody mind taking minutes tonight? Taking or notes anyway? Well, you, Rebecca, thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Sounded good.
Throw me under the bus?
All right.
No, he just has great confidence in you.
I don't know all the rules, I don't think. I'm always afraid I'll mess up.
You guys review the minutes. If you don't have any questions or any dialogue, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Cook, second by David. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 3, discuss possible recommended council action to approve increasing facility rental fees.
So
Mr. Chair, or Mr. Director.
the information I've got has 2014 written on it, so it's been a while, as with most everything else, right?
I think that's when I came on the board.
Is that right? Okay. I just, you know, for the most part, I just went down the row and added $5 to each one. The only one that's a little bit different is on the pool, on the back side, front and back to your sheet there, I think. On the public parties, we bumped that quite a bit, but I talked to Jackie a little bit about it, and you know, we want to cover the cost of our guards. So we have 2 guards at a time. It's about $80 for 2 hours. You know, they're $15 an hour, and then they're part-time, and their fee that we give Express on top of that's 1.39. It equals $20, $20.10 an hour is what the bottom line for us is. So anyway, we just at least wanted to cover that, and then we did add the $5 after 15 swimmers, add the $5 a head deal. So, but other than that, they're all just $5, and you know, certainly open to thoughts on that. I don't know. You know, it's pretty reasonable. I figured up today, or kind of roughly, we're going to pick up about somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 worth of rental on some of this stuff with the high school and the volleyball and the stuff that we've kind of added this year. So that'll be a nice bump that we haven't had, yeah. And you know, we need that, of course. So
I don't know what the dungeon. Where's it at? What are we talking about?
it's that small room off of the weight room. There's weights in there. It's where the climbing wall is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, where's
So who rents that?
It was on the sheet, and I just left it. We haven't had anybody ask for that, but I suppose you could I don't know, maybe if you had maybe somebody did wanna rent the space to do some training or something off to the side, you know, that's kind of a good
Well,
question.
especially when you get the wall out of there.
Yeah, that'll create more space in there because we'll either have the heavy weights in there or maybe some more dumbbells, so it'll be a little more versatile, I think.
Kinda like the idea of having the heavyweights in there.
Yeah,
Especially the guys who are squatting and.
Yeah,
stuff,
throw it
always
around.
Dropping the weights.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, having coached football, dropping weights on the ground, I don't really twinge at that too much. That's just part of the deal, but having a platform be nice so we don't tear the floor up,
Yeah.
so.
Any comments or conversation?
I just never knew some of this stuff existed, like the track, like
Track.
people actually come and say, can I rent your track?
Yeah, I don't, you know, I guess, I don't know, you know, if the high school came and said they needed a place to work out, we'd probably do it that way. That would be an example maybe, where they needed the track and we needed to block it off instead of just somebody, you know, random jogging or running. But yeah, most of it's pretty rare. It's the gym and the fitness room. Those are the two main areas, so.
So we do rent that the group fitness room
yeah,
quite a bit?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, is that where like the
Where-
dancing and
Yeah,
the,
where the mirrors are,
Uh-huh.
you know, we just put that new HVAC unit in there. So.
okay. That nutrition center, do we ever rent that?
We haven't really we did have, there was a pickleball,
Leah,
party in there.
Leah's birthday.
Yeah, they served ice cream, but we didn't charge them. Yeah, they just did desserts in it.
Out of order.
Out of order. That's a demerit.
But is that something how big is that room?
Oh, it's probably, I'd say it's as big as this, where, kind of like here.
So you could seat, what, 20 people in there or so?
20 would be kind of tight, I think, but probably 10 to 12. you know,
10 to 12
Because
people?
Yes, we did.
there's the big kitchen, you know, it's got the overhead exhaust and all that stuff.
I haven't been in there in
Yeah.
forever.
I think they used to sell some
It used
stuff.
to be like a smoothie shop in there.
Yeah, there you go, yeah, yeah.
I was just wondering if it's something that we could advertise, like for
Great.
small gatherings but if only 10 to 12
Shop,
people.
banana split.
There you go. Protein,
Banana
Go
split.
work out.
Protein drinks.
That'd be me.
We tried that years
Place
ago,
a pickleball and
actually.
have a shake.
yeah,
I don't know how
You can
many
do
years
nutrition
ago, probably.
shakes.
yeah. Think
Houston, how many years ago did we do that? Somebody was in there
It
that did like protein
no,
shakes.
Yeah, it was back in 2011.
Was it like 10 years ago, maybe?
No, yeah, maybe it was back around that 14, I believe, or somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to chase a rabbit.
No, that's fine.
So that 15 to 20,000 that you're saying the increase would, so that's mostly coming from the pool and the
Yeah.
group fitness
Yeah,
room?
there's an advanced swim, instruction thing in November 2nd and 3rd. They're gonna use it, 6 hours, 2 days. We got $1,000 out of that deal.
Okay.
And then, you know, the high school is gonna pay us for the PE, is over 6,000. We just signed the Palm team up, that's a little over 1,200. You know, we've got the high school swim. And volleyball, we'll be getting some, we got two groups that'll be there through the year. Oh, and the cheer team, the cheer group, their first two invoices together are about $900 for September and October.
Wow.
So, you know, it's gonna be okay, you know, and that's a group we can keep, I think.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept it
Okay.
as is.
Motion made by David McFarland.
Second.
Second by Ms. Cook. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
and so my thought too is everybody that has an agreement now will keep that price, but any new agreements the new ones. Does this have to be ratified by the council?
I don't think so. I think it's just us,
Okay.
but you might verify
I'll check.
because
Seems like,
there's a level of can't remember, I think the membership prices we have to, but
We did, yeah.
I think the internal with the director being the director, he or she can make that call on the
Okay.
pricing along with the approval of
Sure.
this board.
Okay,
But
I'll
I think
check,
you're okay.
okay, good,
Because I noticed that too, said council action, and I'm not sure that,
yeah,
because it's an internal thing,
okay, okay.
so, but you might check.
I will, just to make sure.
All right, item number 4, director's report.
Okay. So, the big unit got put in play and it's up and running.
I was out of town, I missed that.
Yeah, I did, I think I sent pictures, did I send some pictures to everybody?
Zach sent me a.
Zach, did
There
you
were some
send?
pictures on, like, the Facebook.
Facebook, okay. So, went pretty smooth. They came in on Wednesday morning and had the crane and the whole 9 yards and so forth. And they came back Saturday and fired it up. So, it's running and, seems to be doing okay. There's a little tweaking they've got to do. He's got to come back, but, you know, nothing 200,000 can't buy or can't take it back. No big deal.
It should be, the switch should be gold.
Yeah, exactly,
Turns it on,
exactly.
thermostat.
So that's going. We're just looking at a couple other things particularly in the pool area. Talking to Jackie, and we've had it kind of on our radar internally about the filter, the pool filter. She's going to do just some initial price checking because that's kind of a unique field, right? So not many people, not many groups change the filter and the sand filter and pool filter. So anyway, I'll bring that back because I'm sure it'll be large enough we'll have to do a bid, you know. So just so you know, that's kind of brewing. Kind of the same with the locker rooms. Got a couple of things looking at there. I did have Digi out to look. There's 2 cameras on the back of the building on the northeast and northwest. They're the holder and the globe, but I don't think there's cameras in there. But they must have made preparation for that. We've had a little bit of vandalism on the backside, nothing too major. You know, last year we had a window broken. A few weeks back, somebody painted on the door, one of the doors. But we have had some homeless people hanging out there. And so I notified Jeremy too to have his guys kind of patrol a little bit. But I'm waiting on a quote to see what it would take to add 2 cameras to our system. So I'll bring that back. And I think on that deal, we have contract with them, so I don't think we have to shop that out or bid it out, if I'm not mistaken. That's Digi, that's who does
That
it.
would just be adding.
Yeah, just be adding, yeah, so.
Now, we have a contract, we don't have to shop it out, but I think if you're over 2,500.
It has to run through you all and then to the council, right. But as far as going out
I
and,
think if you keep it at 2,500 below,
Yeah.
you can make that decision.
I have a feeling it's gonna be that per camera. I mean, it's just not cheap. You know, that's what it was gonna cost to add one on that employee entrance on the east side, you know? I think I got a quote some time ago and that was about 2,500, so.
Did you, just a question, you said something about the homeless, like where were they? Did they have a tent set up?
No, they were
or-
just kind of hanging, you know, there's some overhangs back there.
Uh-huh.
You know, like outside the gym.
Yes.
Along the wall, that wall in the gym, I think just back in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When the girls have come in the morning and opened up, they've come across them.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me a little uneasy, you know, got
'Cause
Brittany.
I guess Jeremy, though, could have somebody,
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
yeah, I've
Go
asked
by
him,
there
yeah, to
some.
keep- Now, it's been a couple weeks since I've had a report, but for 2 or 3 weeks there, I was hearing that somebody was hanging out back there, so they may have shooed them off. So, and Gary Buffington ran into somebody back there too early one morning, so. So anyway, we'll see what we get on that. And then the one last thing is we are painting volleyball lines on the court. Just what's what we need is more lines on the court, right? But they're yellow, so everything else.
Yeah, basketball, pickleball, volleyball.
Yeah.
Got some dodgeball in there.
Yeah. Badminton.
okay,
Yeah.
need more square.
But
We're
we're,
walking, all you see is lines.
yeah, I tell you, yeah. And then our wellness center up north, when I was up there, you know, we had more line. We had a tennis court in there, and we had badminton, we had it all. I mean, it was just like a road map.
We just need to have just a big
That's right, we need
pickleball court
another
and
gym.
indoor.
Well, that's kind of the method here, is I'm just trying to book as much as I can, so when the time comes, we can tell the public, hey, we need more space, we need more space. So, anyway, we'll get there. So that's all on the facility and maintenance. Financials, switch gears a little bit. So the next thing y'all have on yours is, I think I got mine out of, yeah, I got mine out of whack here. You should have this colorful sheet, right? So I haven't gotten the official statement for September, or excuse me, August and September. So this sheet though gives us a little bit of an idea of where we're at. So I'm taking this off the GL. It doesn't match up quite because we don't get the exact interest. For instance, Courtney applies that when she gets it from Lori Blue and all, but this will give us a little bit of an idea. So we are cash flowing barely right now. We have not, our $67,000 for the grant has not been applied to this yet. So that'll turn the numbers green real quick.
Have we received it?
Pardon me?
When are you supposed to get
Well, it'll probably show up when I get the August financial. Lori just told me that, and I talked to Courtney, they've got it, they just have to,
Okay.
it'll be in the next financial.
That's for our lights, right?
That's for our lights, right, 'cause we paid the bill on that, we just need the money.
Okay.
So that'll show up, and that'll help. So sales tax is strong, you know, and that October sales tax, even though there's no numbers in there yet, because we're not done with October, that is the official sales tax for October for us.
Oh, wow,
This
that's
is what
great.
we'll apply, 66,000.
So is that's, so
That's
the
really
six- the
from
66, I will tell you, so that's really from September.
September, correct.
And so here's the reason why, just so you guys know. The tax revenues came out for the month of September, which included Rocklahoma, Born and Raised, Bluegrass and Chili Festival.
Damn, Jim.
Hayes County Fair. It was right around $150,000 more
Right.
than it was the year
That's
before.
great.
It was
Wow.
over $1 million, wasn't it, something?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that was revenue generated, but then you get the sales tax off of
Off
that.
of
So the
that.
actual sales tax that came to the city was somewhere around that 100,000 mark,
Okay,
which would explain why
why it's
Mm-hmm.
bumped
this
up.
went up.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because this is like the biggest, I've been doing this for a while, I've never seen it in the 60s,
Good, yeah,
so.
well,
To get all that stuff.
that's good, because we need that shot in
We
the
just
arm.
had a meeting
Bluegrass
on the
again?
Bluegrass and Chili Festival today. So,
Really? Okay, so gearing up for next time.
yes.
Good
That
deal.
was great.
So, yeah, so anyway, this is pretty darn close to where we're at right now. Like I said, we'll get, hopefully next meeting I'll have both August and September's final financials, so. So anyway, that's just kind of the summary on that. You know, it's on the expense side, you know, and this sheet only has the total. Your sheet like this has the individual expenses on it. And again, this is just our running tally we keep. It's not the official, but it's pretty darn close. There's no real crazy stuff on here. It's pretty standard. There's no huge expenses. We had the larger expenses we had during that run. We had to have some, of course, HVAC repair, right? On inside one of the buildings, some wire, or one of the units, wiring repair and condenser fan repair, and just some miscellaneous stuff, honestly. But it's not. That month was pretty typical.
In July, that 33,000 for capital improvements, what was that?
That was half of the payment for the lights. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, we broke it up
Then
into.
we're gonna get that
Yeah,
back.
yeah, so we're getting that back, so that'll offset once we get the payment credited to our account. Yeah, I was trying to think, you know,
Those
Utilities are-
$12,000 a month.
yeah, they're holding pretty steady.
We need to talk to Monk.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are utilities showing exactly the same? for
Well,
everyone?
so, she doesn't get the, that's really my fault. She doesn't get the exact, we have to call for that.
Oh,
And so, that's really just a placeholder. If you
Okay.
look, let's see, I'll tell you what, I have July's,
it's fine, it's
Yeah,
fine. I
yeah.
just,
yeah, just a placeholder, but I can tell you real quick here. Let's see what utility, yeah, they're less actually.
for sure.
It was 10,900 in July.
Okay,
So I think we'll come in okay on that. So, So anyway, we're just, we're just really just kind of cruising right now. We're trying to, keep, do some stuff. I had the floor buffed here a few weeks ago.
You painted some of the walls too.
What
Over
we,
by the child watch.
yes, on the end, at the end, yeah, Robert did that. One of the doors had, the door handle punched a hole in it, so he fixed that, put a couple accent paint in a different color to make it kind of.
Yeah, I like it. It looks
Yeah,
It's good.
good, good,
It looks real good.
good. And he painted the railings, couple months ago. So, got that done. That's really all the kind of aesthetic stuff that, we've been doing. The next sheet, unless there's any questions, the next sheet is the e-membership. And this is one that, we're just not kicking butt, like I'd hope. Now, we've gone backwards a little bit, as you can see. We're down, almost 2% from August to September, and we're down a couple points in August. So, talked to Katie a little. We just kind of brainstorming what's going on, and I don't know if it's just a cyclical thing, kind of ebbs and flows, or what.
Well, I will tell you that most everyone that I deal with, including the chamber, this election is really affecting a lot of people.
Really?
When it comes to renewing memberships or dropping things that,
They're just tightening up.
everybody's tightening up right now
Yeah.
until after this election, and I think you'll see a turnaround. But there's not an industry or business that I don't deal with on a daily basis that's not experiencing the same thing,
Yeah.
including the chamber.
Okay.
Because if I'm asking someone to pay a $225 membership, they may not have the money to do it, and they will take that money and apply it towards something they need
Sure.
at the moment instead of,
Yeah.
paying. So it is really an issue. So I would probably attribute some of that to that.
Well,
Because you guys do a really good job with
well,
marketing.
and that's what I kind of
Are
racked
you
my.
marketing too? Are you
Well,
marketing together?
so we are, and that's something I'm going to do a little bit more with tonight. Jess is doing a little bit more with the Facebook page. I've been putting more stuff on the marquee, and then we've had an ad in the paper every other week, just doing something.
Send me your flyers.
Okay.
Because I just put the one on your fall hours.
Oh,
I send out that newsletter every
Oh, okay.
Thursday. Send
Okay.
me anything and everything you want in that newsletter, and it will go out, and we can put it on our Facebook page.
okay, perfect.
So,
So when do you need that each week?
I send it out by every Thursday.
So you need it probably
But if you
two.
send it to me Tuesday, I'll put it on Facebook on Tuesday, and I'll put it
Okay.
in the newsletter on Thursday.
All right. All right. By Tuesday.
What we found, and I'm partnering with the Main Street Program, EDTA, the city, we're all working together. Anything any of us put out, we all need to share it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because somewhere when we were looking at this AI stuff, there was, and I was looking.
Still are.
Pardon? Yeah, but they ran kind of some sample reports for us, and I swear I saw somewhere where 65% of our membership is outside of the city, is
Yes.
from outside the
Yes,
city limits.
I've seen that.
So that's making me think we continue, we need to market inside, of course, but we've got stuff, we've kind of got that covered, but we need to do a little more on the outside.
I will tell you too, that Salina, their gym got knocked down for the tornado.
Yeah.
They got it back, and
Okay.
it's bigger and better than it
Okay.
was.
Yeah,
So it's back.
yeah.
So,
So, but, we lost a little bit on the Cherokee Nation side, but not a lot, so I don't know, it's kind of puzzling.
well, it's like me, I haven't been to the gym in 3 weeks. So
It's all your
it's
fault.
because I'm just so busy.
Yeah,
And it's no excuse, I know that.
no. So anyway, so I'm keeping an eye on this, and talking to staff and trying to see what things we can do. And like I said, I've got something here in a minute I want to pose to you all in regard to that, so. Then the last page is the Cherokee Nation update, just the funds transfer and all that. So I keep a running tab on that. So it's, it's dropped a little bit, but it's still pretty strong. So,
Well,
okay, here. My sheet. Oh, here it is. Okay, the last thing on the financial side is the CDs. And so Lori sent this to me the other day, and so we've got $13,000 to do something with, either put it in our cash account or reinvest it. And I just spoke to her, and so we still owe $99,000 on the HVAC unit plus the install, which could be up to 40, I believe. So, yeah, up to 40 more. It was 75 total, but 30 of that was the crane to start with. So there's 40 left. There's a budgeted amount of about 40 left. And I don't know if it'll take all that, but I'm planning on it. So that's the other thing about not having our financial, because we don't, I mean, our July shows we're 16,000 in the hole in our cash account. But we're gonna go to about 50 to the good once we get the other. And then we've got 13 here of interest. And then, you know, I'm gonna slow play paying that thing as long as I can, you know, maybe 30 or 60 days. They want it, he told me, you know, we're supposed to pay it on delivery, but I'm thinking, well, we're not gonna pay anything till we know it's working, for one thing, you know. So.
We need a year to make sure it's good.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
December
Yeah,
31st.
exactly.
Pretty sure we negotiated that, didn't we?
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, you know, the reality is, there's a slim chance we might have to pull a little money out of our investments to help pay that off. Just depends. But again, I'm trying to play it a little slower. That's why this membership thing and this rental, you know, if we can have another month or two, it would minimize that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, I haven't added it all up yet to see what it might be today versus in another month or so. But there's a chance that we might have to take a little bit out to do that. We've got 651,000, you know, according to our sheet here.
But, I mean,
So-
if we don't have to take it out of investments, couldn't we just take it out of our assets or?
Well, our cash we depleted our cash kind of towards the end of the year, so we don't really have any cash in our checking account basically today. Now, when we get the new financial,
The real financial.
yeah,
Right.
I don't have. Here's July's.
Yeah.
But
It's way
yeah,
back.
no kidding.
At
So
that point in time, we had over $1 million.
well, but that was cash and the investments, the CDs. So yeah, because last year at one time we had 300 in cash in our account, but that HVAC just
Yeah.
chewed that
Sucked us
up.
out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just chewed that up. And so,
So the best 651 is what we have.
yeah. So that's what's showing on this one page here, basically towards the front there, I think. Is it on? I don't know, I've been having this. This is a little bit different report. Remember, there
We
used to
got-
be,
we
she
got
used to
to
give
have
us,
more than
we
that.
had the cash and then the investment stuff was up here. That report doesn't have that, but, so yeah, we're, you know, 650 basically. I don't think we'd have to take more than 50 out. I think it'll be less, but we'll have to see what the final bill is from Jayco on the rest of, the balance of the install. But, like I said, I'm gonna just try to slow play that a little bit, so maybe we don't. I don't know if we can get some membership back up and give us a nice shot in the arm, you know, this month. And I don't know that I just don't know at this point if we've gotten that. I mean, some days we're real busy, some days it's kind of quiet.
Does it pick back up according to weather?
I think, well, and I
Like
think
more like
winter
fall,
time, you know, when you start getting to winter, and of course, you know, that first of the year thing, that
Right.
January, February.
5 o'clock is dark, they're gonna be.
Yeah, so they're done outside, so I'd like to think it would, and, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm just gonna- So, anyway, I guess with your all's blessing, I would just tell Lori to put that cash, that interest in our checking account, our cash account. And then they sent me, Aon sent me one invoice, I mean, before we even got the, and so I called him up and I go, Eric, you know, and he goes, yeah, you shouldn't have gotten that. So I haven't gotten another invoice yet, so, and then once you get it, it's net 30. So, you know, we may be able to push it out to December 1st, which would be kind of nice. So we'll see. All right. So that's that on the investments. So just kind of moving on to aquatics, fitness. Aquatics, we had 18 in September. We had 18 public parties and 6 private. And they started 36 private lessons and 6 group swim lessons. We did discontinue the Wednesday family swim and Friday night family swim. We're just not getting any play for paying lifeguards. Just that's, and that's an expensive proposition. So we just weren't getting enough participation. We're still hosting the after school Special Tigers swim team, infant survival. The group exercise classes are being pretty well attended. That's the most, really, those are the most, in the water, those are the most popular ones. Like I mentioned too, on November 2nd and 3rd, we've got this fitter, faster, and I'm not sure who it is, but there's an Olympian is coming to teach that. It's competitive swim technique, basically. So we'll see. And Tina Bilby, that's our coach for our team, she's the one that instigated that. So so that's good. Again, like I said, we'll get $1,000 rental on that. On the fitness side, Jess has got a few things going. Like I said, she's been working hard on the social media stuff. The Get to Know Your Staff Friday thing on Facebook, she's been doing that. She did the 9/11 step challenge, but had no participants in that this year. It's kind of strange. Doing the fitness check-in challenge that goes to the end of the month. It's where you sign up and it's number of check-ins, number of workouts, that kind of thing. And she'll do some prizes for those. We had Fall Prevention Week in September. She posted daily on that, on different things to assist with, being the elderly being careful and maneuvering about. We were down a little bit in attendance in both land and water, so that would kind of be reflected in our overall membership, I think. And then I may have mentioned before, Seton Thomas was in the paper this week. She won that Oklahoma College pageant. So she's teaching classes for us and working to get certified as a personal trainer. So she's a ball of fire. I don't know if you know her, but she's good.
She's the next Kim.
Yeah, she's good. Just a series of miscellaneous things. So we had 93 new members in September, 65 new Cherokee memberships. We have 601 total Cherokee Nation memberships, 516 walkers in September that signed in. We sold 991 day passes in September. I'd mentioned the Monitor Productions, it's called, the guy that comes in and we'll put some monitors around the building. It's designed to promote from within your classes and all. He's supposed to be here on Monday to start that process. Doug Stavig has been here teaching pickleball, and that's been pretty steady. We've gotten a little rental off of that on a steady basis. He's got 2 more lessons to go, and then we were talking about the next go around. So I guess there's some others. I'll mention to you, there's some people, I think 4 that had approached him, but they're more beginner-like. And so he just told me, he got to thinking that he'd probably wait till the next, because they're 5 lessons in.
Right.
He said it
There's
would.
3 or 4 of our people that are doing those lessons.
Yeah, yeah,
I know.
That come to the
right,
pickleball.
yeah.
Because I think there's some.
So anyway, that's, kind of a steady thing, good for pickleball. I haven't really seen him teach and coach, maybe you all have, but I don't know. But he's certified and seems to be pretty popular. I don't know.
Our people that have been doing it said it's good.
It's good, okay, good. Working on our intruder, active shooter notification system. Brian Moody's helping me with that. He said he got the stuff in, so we'll get that installed hopefully here in the next week or so. Still working, trying to find energy rebates, credits, that kind of thing. I wrote up a little deal, gave it to Zach to send to Grand Gateway, and so they'll search and see what they can come up with. That was kind of a new thing since last time. We're hosting our Halloween party like we had last year on the 29th from 5 to 7, so it kind of dovetails in with the city's things on on the
31st.
31st, yeah, last year it was on the same day, this year it's not, that's right. Oh, and we booked our Christmas party date and you all are invited, of course, December 6th, 6:30 at the Fat Toad.
Okay.
So,
That's the Friday before the Christmas break.
right,
At Fat Toad?
yeah, Fat Toad. So we'll do something similar that we did last year, I think. That seemed to go okay. And then the last thing, kind of back to the advertising. So Brock Beatty reached out from Premier Signs. I guess they taking over the marquee at the Speedway and then at Hookers, the digital sign. And so he sent me,
Premier.
pardon?
At Premier?
The Premier, yeah, so they're managing that and selling.
So that's Todd and
Justin.
Justin.
Who's that? I don't know.
Todd.
And Justin
What's Todd's last name?
Fanning.
Fanning?
Todd Fanning.
Fanning, okay.
Because they're the one that called me to put my campaign.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're managing it, yeah.
So, we couldn't commit, I mean, we've got a $4,500 budget for advertising this year. I don't think, because this is not cheap, it's $300 and $400 a month.
Yeah.
Or he knocks $50 off if you do a year contract, but I was thinking, maybe a couple of months on and then skip a few months and then maybe do a couple more or something. But I also know, there's another sign down here at the corner of 69 and First, isn't there? The
Yeah.
digital sign, do you know who owns that?
Yeah, we had a contract on that for a year, but,
Okay,
I mean, that's a nice little sign. You only catch that traffic stopping there at First
Yeah.
Street, but it's,
well, I didn't know if y'all knew of any other place that might be worth looking into, but, that's something we could do for a couple months maybe and somewhere and see how, and then shut it down and see how it goes, because like I said, we budgeted some money for that, and we don't, we're not gonna, it's $15 a week for the newspaper, or every other week, 30 a month for that, so, we will have some money to do something with it. So I don't know, just gonna look for some advice
I
on
would
that.
say, just my thought would say, we're getting ready to go into a holiday, so it's not gonna be a huge priority for people to be working out there.
Right.
Because you're gonna be eating a lot of food, but come January.
Maybe save it for, maybe
you
towards
do
the
a
end
nice
of,
big ad up there towards the end of
Yeah.
December and January.
Yeah.
January, we have these special deals coming on. Get in shape for
Right.
the new year,
Yeah.
New Year's Eve goal, or New Year's goal,
Yeah.
whatever. Because right now, I think you'd just be wasting your money
Yeah.
putting it out there.
well, maybe if we did it December, January, kind of leading into the, workout season, do a couple months there and see what
And do one
happens.
in March, get ready for spring break.
Summer, yeah, get your
It's kind of follow
speed,
the,
get your Speedo body ready,
and get Speedo ready.
Yeah,
And then we'll
Speedo
have
ready.
mics standing.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. So,
Having
okay.
Rex out on 69.
Yo, what?
What?
Be like that. I'm really surprised at Catoosa at the
Hard rock.
casino that no one has wrecked yet because of that.
That huge sign, yeah,
It is
Talk about
crazy.
driver distraction.
yeah,
But it's not, you're coming up,
yeah.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
there was no ordinances to say that, how big can we go?
I know,
Right,
that thing
yeah,
is,
that thing is huge. That's all I got. Excuse me. Y'all got anything?
can I ask one more question? Because
Sure.
I guess I don't know what I was doing. The person that did coming for the swim lessons or something? That was
For the, yeah, it's called Fitter Faster.
fit
excuse me.
or what?
Fitter, like fit, F-I-T-T-E-R.
Okay,
Fitter. It's Fitter Faster, yeah.
fitter,
Yeah,
faster.
yeah. I don't know, but there's it's advanced swimming techniques.
Advanced.
Competitive swimming techniques.
Okay,
That's what it is, yeah.
thank you.
Just a couple of, maybe we can let Courtney know that on for this meeting, she still has Steve on here.
Oh,
She still has Walter. We need to replace him with our two
Yeah.
new
yeah, yeah.
members.
Okay.
And then
Oh, yeah, okay.
we need to, on the next one, to put on there to nominate,
For B.
to officially nominate a vice
Okay, I got that down.
president
Yeah.
to cover this one over
Sure.
out. And then second,
And a treasurer,
or not a treasurer, but a
Secretary.
secretary.
And then the second thing is any leads on you need, because we need one.
Board, yeah,
person
we
on
need
this
one,
board.
yeah, yeah,
So,
so, okay. Board member, yep,
and maybe we can get a full board by January, which should make it easier to
yeah,
make a quorum,
sure,
you know, out.
yeah,
And then the last thing I would say is just thinking about the budget, thinking about, I mean, there was a time when I seen this number right here at 651,000. There was a time when I said on this board it was 1.5 million. So now we're down to 651,000, knowing that I actually said in the meeting where we were told we need to spend some of that, because we've just been accumulating, but we spend it on the things that we need to,
Yeah.
including a $200,000
yeah,
air conditioner. My concern is it has been and will be that every one of those other units are gonna start failing on
Yeah.
us. So trying to figure out a way that, and I know you're doing everything you can to generate revenue, but then also just kind of maybe pull back on some of the expense stuff until we kind of see. I know there's projects and things that you wanna do in there,
yeah,
as long as I just think we have to be careful about not,
sure,
because all these little projects add up over
Yeah.
time, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, then you find
I
yourself,
would rather spend the next 3 months just trying to figure out a way to generate revenue.
yeah. Well, that's, like I said, trying to, there's an energy block grant that looked to me like we would qualify for, and I haven't heard back. I've reached out to Danielle Sotelo, you know, that's written grants and stuff, but, because I was looking through there, and that's about the only one I saw.
So here's the thing, I'll give it to you too, it's, with the Inspire Mays County
Oh,
group,
yeah.
I just purchased logins, we just purchased Grant Watch.
Okay,
And the chamber will have a login, and I will share that login with you,
okay,
and that will bring up any particular grants. You can go and put in a grant for rec, a grant for, you know, acquisition or whatever. And because you're a member, it will pull the ones up. You get the access to pull those grants
Yeah.
up. So it's gonna give you every type of grant out there opportunity
okay,
for you to use. And then the chamber's gonna use it, I mean, the city's gonna use it. And then we bought logins for all of the other cities in Mays County as part of Inspire Mays County.
okay,
That's
So,
good.
nice,
That'd be good.
so it's an opportunity for us to maybe find some grant. And I didn't mean when I said to you that I'm not saying stop spending money.
Oh, yeah,
What I'm saying is that it's maybe something to think about.
yeah. Well, and I've tried to,
And I know you haven't,
I mean, I'm conscientious about it now, because there's, you know, like, this, I'd like to buy a few more chairs for the lobby and kind of, you know, it looks kind of bare right now, but
Yeah.
one day I walked through there and I go, I gotta do that, and then I started looking at the budget, and there are the things that we gotta do, and I go, well, we can probably wait on that,
Right.
you know? I mean, it's only $200, $250, but it still is $250, you know, and
and,
you do that too many times, and so, no, I get it.
because I really do think that after this election, that things are gonna,
Change a little bit,
because this reminds me so much of 2016, because 2016, everything just came to a stop.
really,
And then after election, it's like somebody turned on the light switch. And I really think that we're gonna see a lot of movement.
yeah,
And there are some things, you know, on hold out at the park that might come to fruition here too, so.
okay, good, good.
Other
All
than
right, well,
that, You're doing a good job,
well,
from my perspective.
gotta appreciate that, 'cause, you know, because some days I look around and, you know, it seems like it's going smoothly, at least through my eyes. That makes me nervous, to be honest. But the staff is doing a nice job. I mean,
Yeah.
they really are. They got a good handle on things. They have a good attitude. I feel like there's lots of communication. And we have these little brainstorming sessions, and, you know, we've kind of backed off meeting every other week now, just because we've been together now long enough. But they know, I mean, I got an open door policy, so if something's up, they just come see me and we take care of it. But
And that's refreshing, especially to me and Rebecca, considering what we've been through in the last few years. That's very refreshing, and that's just a testament to your leadership
well, I appreciate
and
that.
building a cohesive team, and getting things done.
Well,
That's,
you know, I credit Jessica a lot for that, because I mean, I think she put together a pretty good group, and we've added a couple, but yeah, I don't know, it seems like it's going okay.
How do things like the shirt sales, do they go very well, or does it just
Yeah,
kind of depend? Or do we ever have
well-
like basketball tournaments or anything to raise
So,
money? I didn't know.
Yeah, if you look on that sheet, we made about that's this year. We made about $7,000 on all of our resale last year,
Okay.
about 25%. Yeah.
I thought at one time you had said there were looking at some new shirt ideas, isn't that what you told us?
You know what,
Okay.
we sat down today,
I
actually,
thought
we got
you
it,
had
we
been
wanted
looking at that,
we
okay.
wanted to get a different design, we were trying to get something a little different, and I think we have.
Good.
So we're gonna get something ordered probably tomorrow, next day,
Good.
honestly, just kinda a little slow. So,
Okay.
Awesome.
all right,
So-
well, thank you all, appreciate it.
I missed last meeting, but I guess we're in the process of taking down the big wall and the big,
Yeah, that was on the meeting, so maybe you give us an update on that.
Yeah, well, I reached out to the high school now, we offered it to, I met with Bob Webster and all, and went well. I mean, he gets it, I think, he said, whatever you wanna do is fine, and so I reached out to Thunderbird, and they don't have a place for it, so now I reached out to the high school, cause they're building a new PE facility, thinking maybe they could use it, and I haven't heard back. And if they decline, I'm gonna call the Cherokee Nation, I think, unless you all have some ideas too. But that'd probably be my
did the
next.
firefighters use it, or?
They might, I don't know where you put it, that's the problem, it's kind of a, it's kind of
big.
an odd deal, it's 13 feet high.
Yeah, it's
There are a couple of, you could break it
You're
up
talking
in a
about
couple of
taking
sections.
the wall, everything, any type, so you got the wall that's mounted to the wall, and then you have.
You got that tread climber deal.
Okay.
Yeah, and the wall, and the climbing wall is in the corner, right, so there's some on this side and some on this side. So you could break it up, I mean, if you found a couple of groups, we could split it up, but it's just such a big animal, Not everybody's got room, because it's 13 feet high.
Right.
The width isn't so, like I say, you could break it up, but yeah, it's high, it's tall, I mean, I suppose it could be modified, but, I don't know, so, we'll just see what
was it that
happens.
people were saying they wanted like some platforms or something?
we're talking about for the power lifters.
Yeah, for weightlifting, they're a square platform it's got rubber on the sides, got wood in the middle, it's up off the ground a little bit.
I think I've heard several people talking about this.
Yeah, because, the deadlifters, and I don't know if there's anybody power cleaning or not, but
I don't think so.
some deadlifters, get that weight up, and then, so, anyway, and it kind of cordons off the area, because there's no real defined area, so if people are walking around there and stuff, they couldn't.
That's narrow right there.
Yeah,
through there.
yeah, so if we had a platform, that helps us, I think, kind of define the area for safety.
All right, anything else, guys?
Good job.
Will?
All right,
On
thank you.
behalf of the board, thank you for what you do.
You bet, appreciate it.
Item number 5, I have a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Motion made by Kemp,
Second.
second by McFarland, all in favor?
Yeah, and if you do have a board member candidate or something, let me know, and I can visit with them, and we can kind of see what happens.
This one needs to live in the city limits, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
within the city limits, yeah, that's
Because some can be
that's
out.
the kicker on that.
Um,
All right, all right, thank you.
Still recording.
Good to see you.
I don't know where to turn it off.
When I got home from
Oh, is it still
our
right?
trip, I was going through my